I was the black sheep who everyone ignored at family gatherings until I inherited everything and watched them crawl back. For 20 years, I was invisible at every holiday dinner. My crime? I dropped out of law school to become a plumber. Ryan's going through a phase, my mom would tell relatives. This was 5 years after I'd started my own plumbing company. At Christmas, I sat at the kids' table until I was 28. When they took family photos, they'd ask me to step aside. Just family in this one, like I was hired help. My aunt would literally step around me to hug the person behind me. My uncle would introduce his kids, but forget I existed. This is my son Michael, the lawyer, and my daughter Sarah, the doctor. I'd be standing right there holding expensive wine I'd brought. The only person who treated me like family was Grandma Helen. She was 91 and lived in Sunset Care Home. I visited her every Sunday with homemade cookies. The nurses knew me by name. Meanwhile, my family treated Grandma like a chore. My aunt visited twice in 3 years. My uncle sent birthday flowers but couldn't remember my name when she asked. Tell me about Ryan's business, she'd say during checkers. I'd explain my plumbing company, the contracts, the employees. Her eyes would light up with genuine interest. You remind me of your grandfather. He built our hardware store from nothing. Everyone said he'd fail, but he proved them wrong. When Grandma passed, I was holding her hand. The rest of the family was at my cousin's engagement party, an event I wasn't invited to. I found out she died through a group text. Mom passed, funeral arrangements TBD. Like announcing a dinner change. At the will reading, everyone packed the lawyer's office. My aunt brought a calculator and leather portfolio. My uncle discussed property taxes. My cousins Googled luxury cars. Grandma's estate was worth $1.2 million. Everyone assumed it would be split equally. I sat in the back corner, invisible as always. Attorney Johnson started reading. I leave my family exactly what they gave me. To my daughter Linda, who visited twice in 3 years, I leave my disappointment. To my son Robert, who forgot my birthday, I leave my sadness. To my grandchildren who were too busy for calls, I leave nothing. The room went dead silent. To my grandson Ryan, who held my hand every Sunday, I leave everything else. My stomach dropped. Everything else meant the house, investments, the business. The lawyer handed me a sealed letter. Grandma's handwriting. Ryan, you were the only one who saw me as a person, not a bank account. While they calculated splits, you brought cookies and listened. They'll come for you now with guilt trips. Don't fall for it. You earned this through love, not greed. The room exploded. This is ridiculous, my aunt screamed. We'll contest this. The lawyer pulled out medical records. Mrs. Patterson was completely mentally sound. Any legal challenge triggers an IRS audit of certain family members. She kept detailed financial records. The fight went out of them instantly. I walked out a millionaire. The phone calls started immediately. Family dinner tonight. We need to talk. Wanna grab coffee? My treat. Suddenly everyone wanted to reconnect. I went just to see their faces. For the first time ever, every head turned when I walked in. Ryan! Aunt Linda tackled me with a hug. How's business? I've been meaning to ask. First time she'd asked in 10 years. They seated me at the head of the table. We've been talking about how proud we are, Uncle Robert said. You've always been the smartest one. I stared at him. You called my business a hobby last Christmas. His smile faltered. We didn't understand your vision. The revisionist history was incredible. We're worried about you handling such a large inheritance alone, Aunt Linda said. Maybe we could form a family trust, suggested Michael. Share the responsibility. There it was, the real reason for this reunion. You're absolutely right, I said. I've decided to honor Grandma's wishes exactly. I pulled out my phone and opened my voice recorder. I'm giving each of you exactly what you gave her. I pressed play. Aunt Linda's voice. Mom's getting senile. We should forget about her. Uncle Robert. She's just a burden now. Michael. When's the old lady gonna kick the bucket? I need money. I had hours of recordings from family gatherings. The room went silent as their own words played back. So you're getting exactly what you gave her, I said. Nothing. We made mistakes, Uncle Robert said desperately. We can change. We're family. You're right. And I'm treating you exactly like family. The way you treated me for 20 years. They lost everything within months. Aunt Linda lost her house, living on credit, expecting inheritance. Uncle Robert's restaurant went under. Expanded too fast. Michael had to move back with his parents when his fiancée left. A year later, I ran into Michael at a gas station. He looked terrible. Ryan, we really need help. I'm treating you exactly like family, I said, driving away. The way you taught me family treats each other. Family isn't about blood. It's about who shows up when it matters. After 20 years of being invisible, I finally became visible. Just not to them.